Hey everybody, thanks for dropping by and watching my video today. I will be doing what everyone's doing is the Booktube Newbie Tag. So it's a list of questions that kind of introduce people to Booktube and each other under the tag and stuff. So I thought I'd answer those questions, and it's just gonna be a chill video because I didn't know what to film today and I couldn't afford any books. First question is, why did you start this channel? A number of reasons. I start a bunch of things and get so many ideas that I kind of start a bunch of stuff and don't finish them. And I've always really loved reading and books and creativity and film. I really wanted to get into film in college, and just have always loved reading. One of the reasons why I decided to start my channel now instead of earlier is because I was in a situation where my love of reading kind of got a little bit destroyed. So I'm trying to get back into it. I don't read as much as I'd like to, and you'll see that in my February wrap-up. I only finished half of my pile. However, I was reading a different book for work. I started a new job and I joined our work book club. So I joined that and really struggled reading. That one is very dry. I won't go into it. It's not really part of my channel. So I only read about 3 of my pile that I wanted to read, and I'll link that video right there. I don't really know where they'll show up. I'm assuming it's this side. So if you want to check out what I wanted to read this February, feel free to do that. There's some pretty good books on there. There's some pretty weird ones. I also did a vlog for one, which I'll also put up there. So I've always been very creative and a starter of many things, so I thought I would just start this. Second question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to YouTube? I think I'm a different I think everyone has something unique to offer to YouTube because we're all so different. Even you can have like 100 people read the same book and everyone has a different opinion, loves different parts, hates different parts, and so on. I think that my opinion and my personality are unique enough for Booktube. Also, I have like a bunch of really fun ideas that I haven't seen on here before, so I'm hoping that they work out. I don't really want to share them just yet because they're still in the works, and I don't want to make false promises like I did in my New Year's video. However, I have consistently posted for like 4 Tuesdays in a row, so I'm really proud of that. Why do you love reading is the third question. I've always loved reading, and I think I owe that so much to my sister. She taught me how to read. The first book that I ever read was The Cat in the Hat with her. She had me sound out all the words and just kind of taught me how to read, and then she would come home from school and we'd play school and she'd reteach me everything that she learned in kindergarten. Just kind of introduced me to the world of learning and creativity, and she's like my best friend ever. So she taught me how to read, and I just have loved it ever since. My mom has this super embarrassing story about how I fell asleep on a pile of books and woke her up in the middle of the night being like, "Mom, my face really hurts," and she woke up and saw like a book edge on my face because I fell asleep on a pile of books. So I've always loved reading. I read so much more as a kid, and I don't know if that's because like the books were easier to read. It's kind of weird that I'm doing YouTube, but also trying to take myself off of social media a bit more on my phone, because I'm on my phone quite a bit actually. So I'm trying to change that by reading more, yet still having like my hand in the honey jar there for putting up videos. The fourth question is, what books or series got you into reading? Well, I remember reading Harry Potter with my sister, but I read a whole bunch before that. So as I said before, she taught me how to read with The Cat in the Hat, and my mom would always read us Are You My Mother also. I don't know if you guys have read that children's book, but It's awesome. And she'd make voices, so that was fun. What series? I remember really liking the Chronicles of Narnia as a kid, as well as that book I mentioned in my favorites video, The Westing Game. I read that when I was a kid and I've loved it ever since. It hasn't made it back onto my shelf just yet. It's in a pile of after filmed files. But yeah, I really loved that book. I read so many random things as a kid. I think I remember reading a lot of Tamara Pierce as well. I really liked the Circle of Magic series, but couldn't finish it. I'd love to still finish it, even though it's like, I think, a grade level book, but I'd still finish it if I could find all the books. But sadly, I can only find like the first 2. And then like in the library there's some, and it's just a lot of effort to find the entire series. Do you guys like my mug? It's my favorite mug ever. It broke a little bit and my boyfriend glued it back together because he loves me, but I love it so much. It's my favorite mug ever. The 5th question is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? I don't really have a favorite booktuber. I like so many different people and personalities. I really like Books with Emily Fox and Purrs Project, Books and Lala, and like a whole bunch. And I think that they bring so much different, like as I said before, they're all so unique, and even though they read very similar books, they have so many different opinions. Really like that. I don't know if I would ask them anything, because I feel like you can find it out with their videos, what their favorites are and who their favorite authors are. So I don't know what I would ask them. That's a hard question. This is the final question. Okay, what challenges do you think creating a channel will be the hardest to overcome? Probably consistency. I'm very bad at being consistent, so when I was like really proud that I'm posting every Tuesday, it has been very difficult because I do have lots of ideas, but they're more so for the beginning of the month and the end of the month, and also requires pants because I do have some ideas to film in my kitchen as well. I haven't really found out lighting and setup in there just yet to do those ideas, and a lot of them are like TBR ideas, trying to figure out what I'm doing while still consistently uploading. So I really appreciate your support. Any suggestions would be so amazing. So please do leave a comment down below. And if you like these videos or like any of my other videos, give them a like, subscribe if you want to see more. But I really appreciate you watching. And this was the Booktuber Newbie Tag Challenge question survey. Thanks. Bye.